Hey everyone, it's Megan with the CraftyPlannerLovR here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be reading letters 8, 9, 10, and 11 from the Flower Letters Lily Clara edition. So the Flower Letters is a subscription-based service where you will receive 24 letters 2 times a month for an entire year depicting a specific story. So for example, the story that we are going through is the Lily Clara collection. It is set in the western United States during the year 1884. Frisco, Utah's Horn Silver Mine is the most lucrative silver mine in the world. When spirited New York dressmaker Lily Clara Moore answers a matrimonial ad, she heads west for an adventure that quickly turns out to be more than she bargained for. There is a scandal afoot in Frisco, one that could bring down the entire Horn Silver Mine. When Lily Clara finds herself at the center of it, the only thing that can save her is her own tendency and the letters she's been exchanging with the very handsome Pinkerton agent Matthew Hickman. Throw in an outlaw chase, a vigilante, and good old-fashioned Spanish treasure, and the Lily Clara collection is a wild western like no other. So that is the direct insert from the Lily Clara collection, and we have learned quite a bit about the Lily Clara collection so far. We've learned a little bit about Hickman and his background. We've learned why Lily Clara answered the matrimonial ad in the first place, because she is trying to save her sister from the bad air of New York because her sister has a bad case of pneumonia. And we found out in the last session that we are in for a very big adventure because the man that she answered the matrimonial ad to is not a good guy. He is kind of like a gang member, and he is not done with her. Matthew Hickman is an agent, and he is actually on the chase for 3 girls called the Star Sisters who committed like bad things, and Lily Clara is caught up in all of that. So we are going to begin with letter number 8. Alright, so we've got an introduction for like a little ad for a sewing machine, and then this is like the back of the sewing machine. And we have a recipe card for whole wheat bread. This is from Miss Bianca. And then the directions for the recipe. Very fun. Okay, we have a little ad for, let's see, these are 2 girls. Like dresses maybe, because Lily Clara is a dressmaker, so maybe this is her ad where she's working. She had to stay in Frisco, Utah because she decided not to marry the man that she answered the matrimonial ad for because he's a bad guy, and he was like, okay, well, if you're not going to marry me, you have to pay me back because I sent you here for free. So that is why she's still in Utah. Alright, this is how to make a silk flower. So this is probably something that is taught by Lily Clara. Oh, very pretty. It's like a stitching routine here. Alright, and then we have, oh, another dress. This is Adeline's costume from the Acrobat. I'm assuming this is something that she was working on. Acrobat and the comic. And then Ancient Magic Act. So it looks like this is something that Lily Clara has shared with Hickman. So let's read what this is about. This is very interesting. We get to learn about the people in the show. So I like that she includes this, and she includes like descriptions of how she made each dress. Okay, and then this is definitely a Lily Clara letter because her letters always have this like frilly design in them. Red like writing on the letters, you can look up like what the background is as to why they use those words in the Flower Letters website. So she is writing a letter to Katie. So this is all the things that she sent Katie, her sister, and she's showing her sister like nobody really is going to be able to appreciate my designs other than you, so I'm sending them to you because I know you will appreciate all of the hard work I put into it. She included a little bit about each of the people in this because she said Miss Lottie, who is the lady she's staying with, while she's paying back the man that she answered the matrimonial ad for. Miss Lottie is the lady she's staying with, and Miss Lottie is always looking for a lost soul to save. Oh, okay, so this recipe card is from one of the ladies who is staying with Miss Lottie. She said that her bread is delicious, and so she wanted to send her sister this recipe. So she met one of the, her name is Madame Shangjin. I think I might be saying that wrong, but she met one of the opium den leaders, and she said that this lady wants each of her daughters to find respectable husbands, so she has grabbed Lily Clara for her to create their wardrobes for the season. Oh, that's very sweet. So in repayment of her making those dresses for her daughters, the lady is prepared to pay enough to settle her debt with Mr. Gambit, who is the man she was supposed to marry, but also to bring her sister out to Frisco by the end of the summer. Oh, this is so sweet. She said, "This is how I'm going to save you, Maya Katie. This is how I'm going to create a better life for us both." That's so sweet. I feel like something's gonna happen though. I really do, because she's all excited about it. She's like anticipating for future things, and now she's like, oh my gosh, this is what's gonna happen. I'm a little worried. But that is letter number 8. Let's move on to letter number 9. Okay, we've got some exciting things here. This is the Plow of America. Very interesting. Oh, this is pretty. Is this a bookmark? I love that. Oh, I might have to use this. This is beautiful. Okay, and then it looks like we have an advertisement for the Curves of Your Youth, Chin Reducer and Beautifier. Interesting. And then some more. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so these are like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to read it this way. Yep, I was supposed to read it this way. Okay, well, now we already know. Okay, so postcard. We have a cute little postcard. Attention, read first. This is a telegram. It is sent by Kate to somebody, to Sam Pearson. No, it's not sent by Kate. Okay. Okay, so this is Matthew Hickman writing to Sam Pearson. He said, I'm tangled up in something crooked, or I would take a job. I've got a treasure in Frisco. Her name is Lily Clara Moore. Something is rotten in Frisco. Keep her safe for me. So this is him writing to his pal. Okay, this is Lily Clara writing to Mr. Hickman. So I guess we're going to find out what is happening. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Ooh, I like that background. Okay, so now we're learning about Lily Clara's history. Her father passed away. He was killed during the riots of the Homestead Act, and her mother was left a widow with 2 daughters to raise on a dressmaking assistant's salary. And it was hard for her because Kate had a need for constant doctor's visits, and her mom had to make sacrifices so that she could make advances as a dressmaker, she meaning Lily Clara. Oh no, and then her mom died suddenly after Lily Clara secured her position as an assistant to the dressmaker. All right, so apparently there have been some bad things happening in Frisco. Somebody has murdered 2 men under the guise of the White Widow. It's causing a very real sort of terror to sweep through the town. Women or children are not allowed after dark by their menfolk. Okay, so the letters that we just, like these two that I was about to read before I realized that I had to read the letter first, those are ads that Mr. DeMille has shown Lily Clara to try and convince her not to make the dresses or do the work for the madam who owns the opium den. So she said, I didn't comply, but his desire to protect me was very fatherly and kind. Strange murders led to another town meeting. It's finally been decided that we will have to make whatever sacrifices necessary to hire a sheriff. I truly don't know what took them so long, and I've decided to add to the sheriff fund myself. Oh, she has been tasked to write to him to ask about finding a suitable man for the position of a sheriff. Oh, apparently Gambit arrived just in time for the town meeting, and he was shook up about the murders too, and he offered himself up as a sheriff, and everyone kind of voted against him because they realized that he's not a good guy. Oh, apparently one of Gambit's men, Mr. Wallace, has been set to following her, Lily Clara, around town. That's unfortunate. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so this is just her telling Mr. Hickman what's been happening in Frisco and a little bit about her life. And now we're about to see the ads that she just talked about. Oh dear. Okay, so this man was killed with nothing more than a lady's hairpin through the heart. And there was a series of Chinese characters written in white paint across his forehead. I'm wondering if this is one of the Star Sisters, or if this is that Madam lady. Oh wow, that's very interesting. This is becoming a very scandalous thing. Maybe this is the scandal of the scandal that we find out about. So that is everything from letter number A9. Now we're going to be on letter number 10. All right, so there are 3 things in this. The first one is an advertisement for soap, groceries, and provisions. Then we have, this must be Mr. Hickman's journey. Read that. Okay. And then we will read Mr. Hickman's note to Miss Lily Clara. Okay, so he's thanking Lily Clara for her kind words, and then he's saying that he tracked the Star Sisters. He saw them across the cliffs. He got off his horse and dropped to the ground so that they may not see him, and he heard one of them hollering like a baby, and then he realized it was an actual baby, a native baby, and they are arguing about who's going to take care of it. Oh, they left the baby to die. Oh, okay, so apparently the baby wasn't ever going to come to harm, but they had traded it to borrow the babe because they needed a distraction to get away from Mr. Hickman. He says he's now developing a healthy respect for the Bright Star's cleverness because he was interested that they were able to hoodwink him. Oh, okay, so he's outright said that he wants to court Lily Clara. Okay, so we finally found out what that letter was, that telegram in the last letter. That was the person that Mr. Gambit wanted to be the new sheriff, Sam Pearson. Oh, okay, so he says that Miss Lottie wrote him and said that she's getting awfully close to opening her dress shop, and he's very excited for her. That's very interesting. Okay, so now we're going to find out about his journey. This must be the native family that he was discussing. Oh, and then these are some symbols of the family that the native tribe that he met. These are what these symbols mean. So on this rock up here, it looks like, well, I was going to try and interpret it, but we've got parrot here and water waves. So that's all I can pick out is parrot and water waves. I could be very wrong though. Oh, this is Hopi cliff drawings. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, he's now saying he can't keep his mind straight because he's thinking of Lily Clara. Interesting. All right, well, that is letter number 10, and we're going to get to our final letter of this video. Okay, so I made sure that this says attention read last, so we're going to flip it over and start at the back. So we have another cute postcard. This is a letter from Lily Clara to Mr. Hickman. Okay, cool. So we're getting more letters. Oh dear, so the man that Gambit is having follow Lily Clara, his name is Mr. Wallace, and he was apparently very out of sorts and drunk. And he was catcalling, basically, the girls that Lily Clara is walking with. And they have been walking since the murders began. He tried to make a grab for her. This is very unfortunate. But she fought back. She told the girls that were walking to run. She stamped on his foot and ran, and the smoke and ash were still thick in the air, so she had a violent coughing fit. She couldn't see, and she called, and she said she heard screaming from the direction of one of the Clins. She turned to see what was the matter, expecting to see one of the girls running towards her, but it was Mr. Wallace. His face was not red from drink or ill, but it turned white, and the ash was swirling around them. Oh, okay, so he was like mumbling incoherent phrases, and she saw the White Widow, whoever the woman was. It looked like she was wearing a wedding dress and a veil. Oh dear, she apparently White Widow ghost disappeared into the ash and smoke, and Mr. Wallace stumbled back too, and we're assuming Mr. Wallace is now dead. Okay, so Lily Clara was able to get a better look at the corpse of Mr. Wallace, which they found the next day, and she was able to discern what the string of letters meant, which is ribose. Oh, apparently Mrs. Lottie, Miss Lottie's had 2 siblings, and they were both murdered. That's really scary. Oh, she also wants to be courted by him. I mean, he did outright say he wanted to be courted. He wanted to court her, so it's not really a surprise. Okay, well, that was very interesting. We found out that Lily Clara is open to courtship with Mr. Hickman. They are becoming good friends. Read last. This is to Miss Lottie, and it does not say who it is from. Oh, Matthew Hickman, okay. Oh, he wants to reopen the case of Miss Lottie's dead sibling. Very interesting. Okay. Ice cream. Oh, an ice cream ad. And another cute bookmark. This one looks like a dress. Yeah, it looks like 2 dresses. This is really pretty. I love these bookmarks. All right, so that is everything we have learned from letter number 11. And that is everything that we have learned so far in our Lily Clara letter journey. I am very interested to hear about this new scandal and the interesting things that happened with Lily Clara. I'm interested to learn about their adventures, so keep an eye out. I have the next set of letters in my hand. We're actually going to be doing 4 now. I have 12, 13, 14, and 15 that we will be having very, very soon. Probably at the beginning of January is when I will release that video, but keep an eye out because I'm very excited about this adventure. I think it's very cool. This is a very cool thing for you to get if you are interested in stories. There are some romance ones. I think there is a lot of different variations of letters, so if you guys are wanting to read something that's never been done before, something that you are wanting to adventure in, and it's, I don't know, it's something really, really cool, and I highly recommend you guys check out the flower letters. I will leave them linked in the description box along with my discount code. I highly recommend you guys continue to check them out. I will also be doing a scrapbooking session whenever I finish these letters, so you guys will have more content once these come out, and you will be able to learn more about how I like to store them. But for now, they're going to be in this little tin that you can get to store your letters in. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell or follow this playlist so that you are notified when I do post a new video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming with me and learning more about Lily Clara and her adventures, and until next time, craft on. Bye guys!